What's going on, guys? PlotArmorCards in the house, and today I am back with a Dragunity deck build and some Dragunity duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! Masterduel. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and take a look at this deck. Obviously, it's not 100% perfect, but it is good enough to get the job done in late gold and early platinum duels. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm running 3 copies of Dragunity Phalanx. I suck at pronunciations. 3 copies of Dragunity Kos. 3 copies of Dragunity Remus, 1 copy of Ash Blossom. If I had 3, I would switch both of these 2 out for the other 2 copies. But 2 copies of Dragunity Guisarm, 3 copies of Dragunity Dux, 3 copies of Dragunity Senatus, 3 copies of Dragunity Legatus, 1 copy of Dragunity Arma Mistalin, 2 copies of Dragunity Arma Leviathan, which I might switch out one of these for another one of these, because I use Arma Mistalin a lot more than Arma Leviathan. I run 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 copy of Raigeki, 1 copy of A Monster Reborn. I run 3 Dragunity Glows, 3 copies of Divine Lance, 3 copies of Dragon Ravine, 2 copies of Dragunity Whirlwind. I might switch this to 3, and then 2 copies of Dragunity Legion. Now, if I switch this to 3, I'm going to pull one of these out, and then I'm also probably going to run a Terraforming soon, so the other trap card will leave too. For the extra deck, I got 2 copies of Dragunity Knight Varjar. I don't know how to pronounce this thing, but I would be running 3 of these if I had them. I run 2 Dragunity Knight Barchas. These are really clutch too. 1 copy of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. If I had 2, I would be running 2 for sure. 3 copies of Dragunity Knight Arid. I suck at pronunciations, like I said before. 2 copies of Dragunity Knight Romulus. I know there's one more level 10 Dragunity Knight monster. I would for sure be running that as well if I had that. There's a couple other cards I would put in here, but I don't have them yet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these duels. So for this first duel, anytime I draw Dragunity Glow, it's not too bad, but I can pop off my combos just because I have Dragunity Glow and I have Dragunity Phalanx in my hand. So then I draw another Dragunity Arma Leviathan, which isn't necessarily the best. I usually like to search these. I don't like these in my hand. But I search Dragunity Arma Mistalin, and then I'm going to use this effect to destroy my existing Dragunity Phalanx in order to use this effect. But he has a bottomless trap hole, so the first turn I can pretty much do nothing. How about that? And then he's going to use his Melody of Awakening Dragon. That allows him to add his Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon to his hand and a Blue Eyes. And now I'm assuming he's going to go straight into Chaos form. Yep. And then he is going to summon his Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. This thing is annoying. And then he's going to use his Graveyard effect to give it 1,000 extra points. And so I take 5,000 direct attack. But I am nowhere near done, guys. You're going to have to trust me on this one. So I draw a copy of Dragunity Remus, and Remus, I can discard it to add my field spell to my hand, Dragon Ravine, and that's enough to just pop off all my combos. So now I'm going to send Leviathan to the graveyard in order to add Dragunity Senatus. Then I'm going to summon Senatus, use Senatus' effect to destroy the Leviathan, and then I'm going to equip Flylex from my deck to my hand. And then I'm going to go into Dragunity Knight Varaj. This thing is really dope because it's probably the best combo in this entire deck in order to bring out what I'm about to bring out. And that is, wait for it. There it is, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Now, Crystal Wing has enough power to take this over, so he'll take 3,000 damage. And then I wanted to save my Red Eyes Darkness for the next turn just in case he gets rid of my Crystal Wing, which seems to happen a lot, actually. People will pull out Raigekis left and right. And oh my god, what do you know? It's a Raigeki. So then he just ends because he doesn't have anything else he can do. So then I can use my Dragon Ravine in order to send my spell card in order to add another Dragunity Senatus. I'm going to use Senatus' effect again to discard this in order to attach this. Then I'm going to use this thing's effect to summon it from the attached zone. And then I'm going to special summon my Remus from the graveyard. I'm going to use my Red Eyes Darkness Metal to bring back my Crystal Wing. And then I'm going to tune both of those to go into Dragunity Knight Barcha. And then Barcha's effect is going to activate. I'm going to attach everything I possibly can. Look at this. Now I'm going to use this thing's effect to detach it and summon it, and then I'm going to use my spell card's effect to summon my my Dragunity Arma Leviathan from the zone, the spell and trap zone, sorry, and then I'm going to tune to go into this thing. So I have a million Negates on the field, and let's see what he can do about anything. So he just has this one card, which will destroy my card, which is not really too big of a deal right now. So that's pretty much it for this one. The combos and things you can do with this deck are pretty insane. There's a lot that can be done. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next duel, guys. So it's time to duel for the second duel. I drew Dragunity Remus, which is, I always love this card because I can discard it. This is pretty much in there because I don't have 2 more Ash Blossoms, so I'm not too thrilled to see this in my hand. So I'm going to discard this in order to add Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine is then going to go off, and since I don't like this card in my hand at all, so I'm just going to discard it to add Dragunity Senatus. Then I'm going to use Senatus' effect to send Armor Leviathan in order to attach Dragunity Course. Course is going to come back, and then I'm going to go straight into Synchro Summoning. I'm going to go into Barcha, and then Barcha's effect is going to activate. I can equip all these monsters to it. And then 2 of them effects allow them to detach themselves. And then I'm going to go into a Synchro Summon into my boss monster. And then my Remus's effect is going to activate. I can special summon it. And then I'm going to go into Link Summon into Dragunity Knight Romulus. And then Romulus effect, I can search a monster, or sorry, search a spell. And the spell is Dragunity Glow, and I'm going to use that to add Dragunity Armor Then I'm going to use this thing, Dragunity Divine Lance, and attach it to this so it gains attack, and then I can special summon Dragunity Phalanx, and then I'm going to destroy it in order to special summon Armor again. And then I'm going to use Armor effect to attach Dragunity Phalanx to it. Then I'm going to leave it not permanently, but temporarily. He has Zamba Spirit, which normally would be a problem, but this thing allows me to banish it, so its effect will be inactive. And then he decides to use Wobuku. So I'm going to have to wait 1 more turn for me to be able to do anything, because he takes no damage this turn. And then he Lava Golems me. This isn't a card I haven't seen in a while, guys. But he Lava Golems me, and still I have enough combos to pop off. So since I control Dragon Ravine, I can special summon my Legatus. And he's going to use his Wabuku again. I'm surprised he has a second one. So I'm going to special summon and then I'm going to tune the Lava Golem with the Dragunity Phalanx to bring out another version of my boss monster. And then I'm going to use my Dragon Ravine to send this to the graveyard in order to add Dragunity Ducks. And personally, I wanted to save the Regeki because you never know when he ends up summoning, right? So then I attach this and use this effect, detach it, and then I'm going to go straight into this thing. I suck at pronunciations, but I'm going to use that to reattach the Phalanx, and then the Phalanx is going to detach itself and summon itself, and then go straight into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And because he used Wabuku, I can't attack this turn, so I have to wait. Otherwise, this will be pretty much over. And then he Kaiju's my other monster, and then he goes into Thunder King, and then he decides to attack my Crystal Wing for some reason and kills himself. So now it's my draw phase. I draw Dragunity Phalanx, and then I'm going to tune immediately back into the boss monster. And I set it in defense mode because I was thinking this might be a Mirror Force or something, but it ended up not being that serious. I could have won had I just kept it in attack mode, but this basically lets me attack myself. And then had I had this in attack mode, I could have just attacked with it anyway and put an end to it. But I was scared for Mirror Force. That's why I had it in defense mode. And then he just sets one, calls it a turn. But this is part of the reason why I have Regeki on the field, because this guy's using like a stall deck, so I'm thinking he's probably out like Marshmallow or something, right? But he doesn't, so either way, I can put an end to this too. For this next duel, anytime I draw Dragunity Senatus, I'm pretty much set. And then Dragunity Remus is going to allow me to search for my field spell, so I'm doing pretty good. I used Dragunity Glow first on purpose, just in case he had an Ash Blossom, but it doesn't seem like he did. So then I can use Remus, and then I can add Dragon Ravine to my hand. And then I'm going to use Dragon Ravine. I'm going to activate its effect. I'm going to send one of them to the grave, and then I send this thing to the graveyard with its effect. And now I'm going to detach in order to Synchro right into Dragunity Knight Barcha, and then Barcha's effect is going to activate. I can attach pretty much all of these cards right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's at 3,200. And then a couple of these have effects that can summon themselves when they're attached. And then I'm going to Synchro Summon into Dragunity Knight Ardebir, whatever, how the hell ever you pronounce it. And then I'm going to use my Monster Reborn. And I'm going to Synchro Summon again. And go into, I'm going to Link Summon, go into Dragunity Knight Romulus. I'm going to add my Dragunity Divine Lance. And then I'm going to equip it to my Dragunity Knight Art just for the attack boost. And then I can equip this and then detach it. Personally, I probably could have used Monster Reborn, brought this back, and then brought out a second one of these if I wanted. But I feel like the weakness with this card is that a lot of times people can get over it. So he's going to use Lady Debug, and I'm going to negate its effect by banishing, because I have no idea what this archetype even does. So, and then he just calls it a turn, because that's how good negates are. That's a dub for me. Duel. All right, so I draw an Ash Blossom. I only have one in this deck, so drawing it, whenever I draw it, is usually pretty clutch. He uses Tuning, and so I already know he's going to use a Synchro deck, right? So he goes into his summons and whatnot. I'm just going to let him do that. There's a specific monster that I usually like to Ash Blossom because it ruins everything that he's doing. So we're going to have to wait for that one to show up. There it is, Junk Speeder. So when Junk Speeder's on the field, it's going to summon a bunch of other stuff. So this is when you Ash Blossom this, you pretty much put an end to a lot of their combos. So of course, when I Ash Blossom it, I don't think he has much else he can do besides go straight into a Synchro Summon of Stardust Charge Warrior and draw a card, because normally that would have let him spam a bunch of monsters on the field, go into a bunch of other stuff. Then he's going to activate Synchro Chase. And then this thing is dope. For going second, this thing is probably the best. And then I didn't think that maybe he would have a Ash Blossom, so probably should have used Dragon Ravine first just to bait the Ash Blossom. But I played myself there, but it's not too big of a problem because Dragon Ravine is a good secondary effect. And then he uses, oh my god, Solemn Judgment. So I am very limited in what I could do, but it should be more than enough still. I'm going to use special summon, or normal summon, sorry, Dragunity Legatus. I use this thing's effect to attach that, and then detach it to summon it. And then I go straight into Barcha. Barcha's effect is going to activate. Yes, sir. I'm going to attach what I can, which is only this one, and then I'm going to detach it in order to go straight into Dragunity Right. I suck with pronunciations. And then I'm going to destroy it. And then I'm going to use this thing's effect to banish it, and then I'm going to call it a turn. So I have a negate on the field. He only has one card in his hand. Obviously, when he draws, he'll have two. And then he plays a spell card, the one thing I can't negate, Reinforcement of the Army. So he gets to summon both of these, and then he goes into Jet Warrior, and because of this thing, I can't negate. Synchro Chase makes it so I can't negate this thing's activated effects. So I'm kind of in a corner now because he's going to put an end to this card for sure. He's going to shuffle it back into the extra deck, and now he can pop off his combos. He's going to go and summon Nitro Warrior, which is a little bit surprising at this stage that people still use Nitro Warrior in Platinum Duels, and Gold and Platinum Duels. I don't remember if this was Gold or Platinum, but... And then I'm going to go ahead and draw. I got Dragunity Course, and then I'm going to banish it in order to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, of course, is going to let me special summon Dragunity Knight Barcha. I should have summoned... Oh, wait, I'm mistaken. Yeah, that got shuffled back to the extra deck, so that was the best thing I could do. So I just went into those, attacked with the same level of attack, and let them destroy each other so I can attack directly with Barcha. And now he just... I don't think he has much left, so he can just summon Assault Beast. And then I draw Dragunity Remus, which I just used to add Dragon Ravine to my hand. And then I'm going to play Dragon Ravine. I'm going to use Dragunity Remus's effect. I can special summon it from the graveyard. And then I can go straight into a Synchro Summon from there, bring out another copy of my boss monster. And then I'm going to banish it using my boss monster's effect after I destroy it. So now it's his draw phase. He only has the one. What can he do? All right. That sucks for me because that usually pops off a lot of combos, but he decides to quit. So guess he couldn't do anything. Guys, in this last duel, it's very, very dope. This is why I want 3 of these. The Dragunity Whirlwinds, because he's going first, and now I can pop off a bunch of combos with Dragunity Whirlwind. He's going to be using his XYZ Galaxy Eyes deck, which I see a lot pretty often, I think. Most of my archetypes are usually capable of taking it out. I want to try a Galaxy Eyes deck myself. I might have to make one on Masterduel. But so he's going to go into his XYZ summoning. And he's going to use this thing's effect, special summon a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. And then he's going to go into this thing, number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon, which is annoying because it has 4,000 attacks, so it's going to be hard for me to get over that. And on top of that, it can gain more attack. So you got to be very careful. So I'm going to use Dragunity Whirlwind in order to special summon with both of these, and then I'm going to go immediately into Synchro Summon and go into Dragunity Knight. This thing, suck at pronunciations. Then I'm going to attach and detach to special summon, and then this will count as a level 4, so I can go straight into my boss monster. Then I can discard Dragunity Remus in order to add Dragon Ravine, and then I'm going to special summon Dragunity Legatus, and then I'm going to play Dragunity Divine Lance on it. Divine Lance allows me to equip one, and then I'm going to use this effect. I can destroy one to destroy... I don't remember, actually. Oh, okay. I guess I'm synchro summoning. So I think this duel was yesterday, so I'm having trouble remembering what my thought process was. And then I'm going to attach, and then I'm going to go into another synchro summon, and I'm going to go into another version of this for another negate, and then I'm going to use Dragon Ravine, and then I'm going to use Dragunity Ducks to bring back the monster that I just sent to the graveyard with Dragon Ravine, and then I'm going to detach and summon, and then I'm going to go straight into Dragunity Knight Romulus, and Romulus's effect is going to activate. That's going to allow me to add Dragunity Glow. Dragunity Glow is going to activate. This is why I love Dragunities, guys. There's just so many combos. And then I'm going to go into Arma Mistlin. Arma Mistlin's effect is going to activate, which allows me to add Dragunity Flow. Like imagine if someone had used a Maxi against this, you know? And then my boss monster can use this effect. It's banished after it destroys it. And then I didn't attack this on purpose. I'm kind of baiting him. I wanted him to attack one of my monsters and then use its effect, so I can then just remove it from play and I don't take any damage. And so he does just that. And then I can go ahead and put an end to that. Just banish it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you read cards. It's okay. We all make mistakes. And then I drew another Dragunity Glow, but at this point I don't know if I even need it, but I'm still going to use it. I'm going to send this back to the extra deck. But I am going to just declare an attack with all my attack position monsters and put an end to this. Tell me that wasn't dope, guys. Dragunities are one of my favorite archetypes just because of their spamming ability. I think Dragunities and Blackwings probably are my favorites in terms of spamming. Anyway, guys, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is PlotArmorCards signing off, and oh my goodness, look at the time.
It's time to duel! It's time to